Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, sometimes you have to do a double play when you're trying to get up to $10,000, especially when you have bad credit, okay? And the double play meaning that you're going to have to get two separate loans, all right? And I'm going to share with you some of the loans that I may consider. Now, here's the thing about it. I always tell you, try to find lenders that do not report on the personal credit. And in order to do that, the key factor is they have to come from a platform. All right. Now, with some tribal lenders, granted, their interest rates are much higher. However, they will not report to your personal credit unless you miss a payment. All right. So that's something that you may want to take into consideration. All right. Now, here's the thing about it that most people are not aware of in terms of how to take advantage of places like Albert. See, Albert offers two loans, right? And here's the thing about it. Most people are not aware that Albert will give you a loan because they're used to the payday loan. They're not knowing that they have an actual installment loan, okay? And it's up to $5,000. Now, the thing about it with that loan is a Vantage 3, okay? It's Experian Vantage 3. They do a soft pull in order for you to qualify. Now, that's low-hanging fruit. And the reason that's low-hanging fruit is because I tell you that by you adding the authorized users and rental payments, that actually will boost up. That's the easiest way to boost up your credit score in order to qualify for their installment loan. Now, here's the thing about it. Let's just say that you do get the Albert loan. What do you do next? If you're trying to get $10,000, then this is where you're going to have to go to the tribal lenders, or you're going to have to go to those platforms I've been telling you about, like Heart Payday platform, right? Where they offer loans up to $5,000. Now, please understand that you do not have to have a regular W-2 job to get these loans, long as you can show verifiable income. All right. And I'll tell you actually how to do verifiable income if you don't have a regular job with direct payments in a minute. But here's the thing about it. Most people, they're getting denied not because of the credit, it's because they don't have enough activity in their checking account. All right. Now, some of these companies, they're going to use like Decision Logic, or they may use Plaid to verify the income, to verify the deposits and stuff like that. So whatever you put on that application, like I said, they're going to use software to verify that information. All right. Now, the thing about it with the tribal loans, all you have to do is just have the checking account open up for 30 days. All right. Long as you have it open up for 30 days and you're showing that you have a regular deposit in it. And like I said, you can be on government benefits, any type of assistance. They'll still work with you with tribal lenders and stuff. But again, the negative part about the tribal lenders, you know that they're going to be in the triple digit. So that's something you have to keep an eye on. Now, again, when you need money, hey, you have to do what you got to do. So I'm not knocking you for that. But one of the things that I'm going to tell you when we get back into these loans and stuff like that is that for most people, if you have a Home Depot card, okay, and you need some money, I made a video a while back and I told you to do the Home Depot hack. And that's where you would go to Home Depot, you would grab a couple of toiletries like tissue or cleaning supplies and stuff, and then you grab some gift cards. You can't just grab gift cards, all right? But the thing about it, you can take those gift cards and you can transfer them over to your Cash App or PayPal app or something like that, and you have access to cash if you're just needing a couple $100s. But when you're talking about $10,000, this is why you have to find the lenders that work with people that really do have bad credit, but you still have an income. Okay, and you can show verifiable income. So like you as an entrepreneur, you don't work a regular job. So by you not working a regular job, you may not have regular deposits. All right. And so with like Giggle Finance Fundo, they'll offer you up to $10,000. However, you have to have deposits at least 3 to 4 times a month into a checking account. Now, does it have to be a registered business checking account? No. All right. However, it does have to be an active checking account. Now, one of the things I continue to tell you guys, if you had a registered business, even if you had bad credit, then Fair Figure, they would actually even give you a loan with bad credit. If you had a registered business, and all you have to do is be making at least $2,500 a month, and they'll give you a loan. So there are places out here that will give you a loan, okay, even with bad credit, as long as you're able to show proof of income. Now, again, when you have bad credit, you can definitely, for sure, understand that they're going to try and charge you a lot of interest, okay? And the reason is because you showed and proved that you cannot pay your bills. So that's the reason, like, even with the tribal lenders, they're so easy to give you a loan, like Credit Cube. They'll give you $5,000. But again, the interest rate is going to be very high because you already showed and proved that you don't pay your bills. Now, paying your bills, it may have caused by you had a medical condition. Life happens, you know, but at the same time, they're not looking at that. They're looking at you're not paying your bills. And for some people, they use this as a life thing, meaning that they try to scam the system. But again, now with a lot of software catching up and stuff like that, they're able to know if you're legitimately making money, making regular deposits in an active checking account. So a lot of these people that used to scam and stuff like that, using CPN numbers, credit privacy numbers and stuff like that, that's going away. Another thing that I told you, if you need free money, I told you to go to unclaimed.org and check to see if the state or local government owes you money. I told you to go to Class Action and put in for some of those claims because you don't have to have a receipt to get money. So I've told you places to go, even in terms of you working a job. I've told you to go to your HR and file a W-4 so they can stop taking federal income taxes out of your check, and you do that for 3 to 4 months. So the resources that I'm telling you where to go to get the money, it's there. All right. Now, I was telling you about like when you don't work a regular job and you don't have direct deposit. There's 5 ways. I'm going to tell you 3 ways that you actually can make direct deposit. Again, going back to the registered business, having your business deposit money into your personal checking account. That will satisfy, okay, you being able to qualify for loans and stuff because there is money actually going into your personal checking account. Again, if you have a brokerage account, taking money from your brokerage account and depositing into a personal checking account, that will qualify you as having direct deposits. Another one, and this is a backdoor one, with treasury bonds, okay? Now, there's 2 types of treasury bonds that you can actually do this with. They have a 4-week treasury bond that you can buy, and after 4 weeks, turn it in. Now, that one would pay you interest on it. However, if you don't want the interest and you just want to do the hack to show proof of deposits and stuff like that right away, then what you want to do, you want to use the certificate of indebtedness. Okay, it's like a treasury bond, but it has to say certificate of indebtedness. Okay, and what that is, you don't get paid any interest on it. All right. However, it's a treasury bond, and so you don't have to wait 4 weeks in order to cash that out or whatever. So let's say that somebody gives you $1,000, all right, and you want to try to satisfy some deposits so that you can get either the bank bonuses or you're just trying to build a relationship with a bank for 90 days. So somebody gives you $1,000, you can go over to the bond treasury and you can buy one of these here bonds. And then once you buy the bond, you can wait a day or a few days, and then you can cash it out. And they'll just put it in whatever checking account you want them to put it in. Okay? And that counts as a direct deposit. Of course, you have some banks that will accept a direct deposit from another credit card. All right? So that's an option as well. So in terms of when you're an entrepreneur and you don't have those regular deposits and you need to show deposits to get loans and stuff like that, then this is some of the ways that you actually can do it. All right. So I hope this helped you. If you have any questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.